a time, in a cold little town, there was a warm house and a lovely mother making dinner for her family. When she finished, she went to the jar and exclaimed,
Tommy, go wash your hands. Dinner's ready.
She guessed that her son would be dirty as always, because he was only 4 years old. She went back to the kitchen, set the table, and called again.
Tommy, come quick. The food is getting cold.
Suddenly, she realized that she hasn't heard of Tommy, who was always singing, asking, or talking with Frank, a mixed breed dog, his best friend.
Maybe he fell asleep.
The mom looked everywhere. Tommy wasn't there. Desperate, she started looking in every room, but she couldn't find him. She went outside to try to find her son.
Mika, Carlo, Tori.
She talked to the little kids that they were playing outside. She asked them because her son was always playing with them.
If you're looking for Tommy, we didn't see him.
Yes, we come to ask if we could eat cookies and drink chocolate at my house.
He really needs it. Isn't that with him?
The mom couldn't answer and walked a few blocks further to ask the neighbors. She ran into Mr. and Mrs. White, 2 retired teachers, drinking tea as always.
Mrs. White, I've been looking for my son, but I can't find him. Now make him see friends. Have you seen him? Oh, do not! Tommy!
He has been around this morning.
Oh, you sure? You looked everywhere. Don't worry, we'll tell you if we see him.
Still worried, she went back seeing that her husband just got home from work. Desperate, she ran into him in tears.
Oh dear God, I can't find Tommy. I searched at home, I asked his friends and the neighbors, but he's nowhere to be found. What are you going to?
Impossible. It's freezing outside and getting colder by the minute. We should call the police.
Without wasting a second, they called the police station.
Good evening, officer. I'm calling because we've been looking for a son for hours, everywhere, but no one has seen him.
Good evening. What's your name?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. My name is Lucas Thompson.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Thompson. I'm going to need you to tell me your address and if someone was with someone before disappearing.
Yes, it's number 3615B, St. Louis, Minnesota. He was alone.
No, Frank was with him.
With shaking hands, she hung up. Before she knew, almost every man and teenager was searching for Tommy. was searching throughout the house and its surroundings, but Frank was nowhere to be found.
Frank! Listen to me. I will go find him. I need you to stay here in case he comes back.
He took his sweater and went to find their son.
Virgo, I beg you to take care of my son. Can you find him?
She prayed with tears in her eyes. It was already midnight, and the air blew incessantly. Hours passed, sitting in the sofa. The clock hit 2 o'clock in the morning. Searching in the forest would be necessary. Many people began to get frustrated. The weather was extremely cold, and the boy didn't appear at the voices of those looking for him. Suddenly, a man ran towards the father.
They say they heard something.
The father followed him. Then, some barking filled the air.
Frank!
He shouted as he entered a tall pasture. With each step, the barking became louder. The lights enlightened all directions, and the puppy's barking approached.
They're here!
The lights lit up the body of the little boy, who was crying inconsolably. The father whispered with enormous relief, and removing the coat that he was wearing, he put it on his shoulders. He looked at him and kissed his forehead repeatedly.
You're fine, Tommy. I'm here.
The father looked into the eyes of his little one. He calmed him, stuck him into his chest, and began to walk toward his house. When he felt awake by his grip, it was Frank who was around the boy, as not to lose his trace. Back home,
What are those noises?
in front was the father carrying the boy in his arms, and next to him, Frank.
Thanks to that doctor of your mom, we found your son. The grass was so high, we would never have seen it. If it was for his back.
And there was Frank, a loyal dog, next to Tommy, just like a tireless guardian.
You know, Mom, I'm shaking about my mother.
So, you know how stressed I was. I was scared. I thought something might not happen to you.
It's fine, Mommy. It's had time so far.
Thank you so much for finding my son. I like you a big fan.
That morning, Frank received a wonderful breakfast that he never imagined in his dog dreams. The news reached the radio station, and Frank's award ceremony. He became a hero, receiving applauses and caresses everywhere.
Yeah, another dog? Never!
Between hopes and smiles, his adventure ended, because sometimes heroes don't wear a cage, but ears, legs, and tails.